Yo, welcome to Yaad Vibez TV. You don't know. It's your boy Michael is the host. Please like, comment, subscribe, stay tuned. On this channel, we bring sports, entertainment. We bring it all. Alright? You don't know. Big man thing. Peace and love.
Yaad Vibez.
What's going on? What's going on?
What's going on? Hey guys, everybody that's here checking him out. This is Ego Chef from Whatever I Want to Say podcast, and this is my first time on your platform.
Yes. Finally, you are here.
So what are we talking about today?
Oh man, so usually, on my podcast and in my YouTube channel, I mostly do sports, but I figure I'm gonna mix it up a little bit tonight.
Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and
I want to talk about sex, baby.
Let's talk about you and me.
Most definitely. So, two topics I want to discuss that have to do with sex is oral and just regular penetration. So, let's just jump right into it.
Let's dive into it.
So, I'm talking to my brother the other day, and we're having a conversation, and he was just like, yo, for him personally, he likes getting oral more so than penetration. And for me, it's one of those things I feel it's based on the mood that I'm in
Okay.
and situation. Like, for instance, like if I'm driving and my shorty was like, yo, let me suck you off, by all means.
Why not?
But then there's times when it's like, you want to go all out, right? But he was just like, yo, if you had to choose one, you can't have both. Which one do you want? And I was just like, for me, I like being inside the pussy more than I like getting head. And that's just me personally. So from a female perspective, I want to know your input on that, your take on that.
Damn, I guess I would be considered one of the greedy females because I want it all.
You gotta pick one. You can't have it all. You gotta pick one. Gun to your head, life on the line.
Gun to your head, he gonna lick my pussy or give me cocky. I'm gonna take cocky. I'm not.
You're gonna take cocky all night, right?
Cocky all night.
And
All night.
And I feel that like I said, but is that based on the feel to you? Do you feel like it's based on like a feeling, or do you feel like it's just one that you definitely know that would be your preference, no matter if you had to choose? That would definitely be your preference.
Since a gun is to my head and I have to choose, it would be my preference because not only do I enjoy the feel of it, like I say, I love being intimate. It's just something that when somebody's inside of you that you feel it even more when you're doing raw sex, but you want, of course, you can't have raw sex with anybody.
Facts.
But that shit, it's like the tongue could never replace if you got a good sized penis entering your body and that dick is erect and you just feel it in your walls and this person goes in and out. There's nothing like that. Like, there's no tongue in this world that can replace the fucking feel. Like, a dick be making your pussy like, hello. choke me. Don't kill me, just choke me. Like certain things like that, I enjoy it because you're building a connection with an individual. I think sex is really about telling a story, and you tell a story with each individual that you're intimate with. Some stories are like, get the fuck out of here, and there are others that are like, ooh, what's gonna happen in chapter 2? So yeah, definitely they.
All right, so then back to the oral. Like, so to me, it's always been this thing with, especially with Jamaicans, Yaad people, anybody from Yaad. I was just, yo, man, that damn pussy, man, that damn pussy, rare. See,
That's a lie.
and that it is a big time lie, because I know plenty of Jamaican that say they don't,
them eat pussy like
but they be eating the pussy from the back with the ass in their face. But for me, like I said, I would definitely choose pussy over head if I had to choose. Definitely, to me, pussy is like, it's like a stove. You want that. It's like a full course meal, and a head is like a microwave. You pop that motherfucker in, and you're ready to go.
Yeah, the head is the appetizer.
Definitely. All right, so when it comes to sex, though, right? Is it one of those things? Again, I guess it's based upon how you feeling, or is it something that you feel that you want every time you're having sex? So the question is now, when it comes to hardcore sex or slow motion or more just, because I feel like there's 3 phases of sex. There's regular casual, we just gonna knock it out real quick, boom boom, and then there's that passionate, we kissing and making out and all of this foreplay before we even get to the penetration. And then there's that hardcore, I'm just gonna bend you over and I'm just gonna fucking break your back in. Do you have a preference when it comes to that?
Again, I think it depends on the dude, because some dudes think they can't break people back and they can't do nothing. You can't even break a fucking box.
True.
So it all depends on the person, because haven't you met somebody who's like, oh, I'm gonna give you the big blowjob, suck your dick, and then they come, you're like, bitch, because you man hype, you got hype, they got
Right, you got me gassed up. You got me.
I'm about to shake and die, and then when they start, it's like, oh hell no. So I think it all depends on my mood and the person. I think that the person that you're about to have sex with, they dictate how the sex is going to be. Because there's some people that are a little bit more shy. There's some people that, I don't want to do this. I don't want to eat ass. I don't want to suck toes. I don't want to do this.
Pause. Hold up. Wait. Hold up. You said eating ass.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
You gotta eat that shit like grocery.
Wait a minute. You already bomba clot. Wait a minute. Time out. Time out. Hell no. But now do not. No girl can see them for me. Eh? No sir. Bomba clot. Yeah. No sir. Eat the body. No sir. Lord God, yo, all them things that y'all think about, yo, if the girl fart in her face. Yo, I should just go shit and then I look at piece of toilet tissue still and roll up and I. Yeah.
But this is why you have to make sure, ladies and gents, you understand, you have to make sure and clean yourself. If you're going to go to somebody's house, if you're going to go to a hotel, if you're going to go to a back alley, I don't care where you're going. Clean yourself, because
Definitely.
you don't know.
Definitely.
Oh, shit, that is funny. level that you are, and
Right.
you can't go full blown because they not there.
Right. They're not at the level that you
Yeah.
at. That makes sense. All right, so let's go back to oral now. Same situation. It does it all depends on that too? Because again, oral could be one of those casual things. You know, they're taking their time. You know, getting you off, sucking you real nice, or it could be one of those I'm about to suck the shit out of your dick, hold my hair, motherfucker, make sure. You know, spanking my ass type of shit. You know, choking you
Okay.
off.
If you want some good head,
Mm-hmm.
this is 2020. This ain't no when people used to highlight, oh, that bitch sucking dick. We sucking dick.
Right.
Like, if you want some good head, you gotta be in it to win it. I always say you gotta die. You gotta die, and you gotta come back. You understand? You gotta take it because it's almost like you see when. Let me put it as sports, since you're always with sports and shit.
Right.
You know when it's a championship and it's like it's tied up.
Right.
It's tied up. You know these bitches. You know a bitch already has sucked this motherfucker dick before. So it's tied up, right? You know you gotta hit that field goal. You know you gotta come up with some type of strategy
Right.
to get to that fucking goal. Let me tell you, to make that touchdown, you gotta be in it too. You gotta make him shake his fucking leg.
God
Make him
damn.
wanna hit you. Like, bitch. Like, I don't even, like, by the time you finish sucking his dick, he don't want you to leave his house. By the time you finish sucking his dick, he claimed you. He already got your fucking password to your phone. He already know your best friend, your mama, and where everybody stays.
God damn.
That's how. If you really want to like stand out, because even if you don't fuck with him, because this is 90% of the time, this is what he will say. I can't fucking stand her, but damn, she can suck a dick.
Right. That is true. I've had chicks like that I can't stand, but whenever she comes around and she goes down, I'm like, yo.
Yeah, I'm sorry for what I said though.
Right? I'd be like, yo, I don't know what I said last week, but I'm sorry. I'd be like, yo, listen. I'd be like, yo, you the best. You the best I ever.
You be quoting Drake like a motherfucker.
Yo, that's my dude. I fuck with Drizzy. But
Shit.
alright, so alright, this is the big one right here. This is the big one. Alright.
Let's go.
So you talk about eating the groceries. What about fucking in the ass?
Oh yeah, that's just amazing. What are you talking about?
Lord God.
Let me tell you something. You have to just like the pussy. You have to tease it. You have to make sure it tenderize. You have to use your Vaseline. You have to use your fingers. You have to start kissing. You have to make sure her muscles are relaxed, and then you just don't slam it in. You just don't slam it in. You have to like start playing peekaboo with the head. Start see how she reacted. Slowly go in, and then once you go in all the way, it's over. Because it's, and then for her, it's an amazing experience. And then for the guy, it's also a different tightness because it's the ass one. It's not the pussy one.
Right.
Tightness.
Well,
Yeah.
see, I had an experience with that, and I think this is why I don't do them things no more.
Well, she shit back. What she do?
She started to shart it a little bit,
Ooh.
and I lied to you not. I kicked her out.
Wait,
Yeah, I kicked her out. I said, yo, you gotta go. She said, I gotta get dressed. Nah, you gotta go. You gotta go. Hell no. I told her,
Why you kick her out?
bro, because I seen shit on my dick. I said, nah, you gotta go. Yo, the fucked up part about that situation is, after I kicked her out, I seen her the next day at Walmart.
Shout out to Walmart.
Buying some shit to clean her ass with. I forget, some shit that she said that would help relax her ass muscle or some shit. I don't know what the fuck she was buying. But she was explaining this shit to me as if I was still interested. I'm just like, there, like, bro, listen, you shitted on my dick. There ain't no coming back from that. Alright? It's done. You done. You cook. That's it. It's a wrap. No more.
Like it's over. What?
Yo, listen. Alright. Yeah. So let's move into another. Stay with the sex, but now in a relationship standpoint. How important is sex in a relationship?
It all depends on. Wait, damn. Are you asking me now? Because at different stages in my life.
Just like, all right, say you get. I mean, I guess it's different if you're dating or if you're just casually meeting up or marriage. All right, so I've never been married, and okay, so what is the difference in the importance of sex from marriage to just regular dating?
Well, I think for me, and shout out to my ex-husband, from my ex-husband to the father of my children, etc., they can all say that I've had a very high sex drive, and I've always made sure that that was one of the things that we always make sure the fire was on. So it's super important because I think that people sometimes get so comfortable when, oh, that's my woman, that's my man, that's my wife, that you forget that that person has needs, and you also gotta like, because to that person, they might be old to you, but to somebody else, they new.
Right, that's true.
So you have to keep that spark. You
right.
gotta keep. I would like my ex-husband will tell you. I was Mimi before Mimi came out with the shower rod shit. He got it on tape somewhere. I hope you delete it though.
Wait, what? I'm sorry. What? With the what?
Wait,
don't just wait a minute. What?
Because when Mimi came out with that, I was like, bitch, whoever know, if you know, you know that was old. You know that was old. Like, people do that. Like, you know, I can say that, but you know, that like, this, you gotta keep that spark. This one thing that throughout all my relationships they have never said, because it is important even when you have children to try to find time to be intimate and to have that connection with each other, because we can get lost. And when we get lost in our own world, that's when relationships and things, fall apart. As well as, money and all these other things. That it all depends. If the person is not secure within themselves, a lot of shit can fall off. But my thing is, like, I've had a higher sex drive than a lot of dudes that I've dated.
So you an info?
No, I won't say that, because now I feel like I'm just like, I relax now because I'm like, I had high hopes for some people. I remember one time I was like going to have sex with this guy. He was like gorilla size. He was like football fucking. I was like, oh my god, he about to tear my shit up. He took his pants off. It was like a fucking toad. Like,
oh Jesus.
No, like you see a big toe.
Lord. Wait, all right. So that's gonna lead into my next question. That's leading into my next question. All right, so I hear people always saying, it's not the size of the boat, it's how you use it, and this, that, and the third. From a female, is that really the case?
Okay, I'm gonna try to answer this as best as possible. People will say that after a while, when you probably try to find a penis that is not only a good size and he knows what to do with it, after a while you just be like, fuck it, you get what you get. Security and stability is more important than dick. Like, it switches. But the penis size is super important. But it's just, it don't have to be super big. Because remember, there's some skinny penis, like they're just skinny and long. There's some ones that are really thick. And then there's like the ones that are really really good are the ones that are like a good size and they thick.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have to be super thick, but they thick, because that means that you're touching different spots inside of us. Like a skinny long one just goes straight like a fucking pool. Like you're not
Right.
you're not
Just
doing
hitting.
much. Yeah,
Right.
you're not doing it. And then a curved one is like, oh shit, you're about to get pregnant. Like, if you have a curve, if you find somebody with a curved penis and it's thick, ooh, you're gonna get pregnant quick. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm telling you, run.
I
Run from it.
so then what is the okay? So what is like the I would say the makeup for a lack of that? What would be the makeup for the lack of size?
I guess people then oral sex comes super handy, toys come super handy, and then of course not being financially good, because
You gotta have something to keep that person.
correct, to keep any person, the person doesn't have to, she don't have to be the baddest bitch or the ugliest whatever bitch. You gotta, like, you lacking in something. There's some dudes that be going out, y'all chesting up real big and their pants come off and it's like, get the God. I be like, you're like a pencil and you want to talk so much.
Good.
And then when, they come across certain females that are very vocal, they be like, nobody ever tell me. I said, because nobody ever really gave a shit. And they just were there for whatever the moment and just moved on. And a lot of those guys, some of them, they have to, they dish out their money. They know what it is.
Right. Well, that's true. All right. So we talked about size. What about distance? Is there a distance as far as like, yo, me and you going at it, da 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 da? Is there a distance, or do you feel we both, in order for both of us to feel like we have been pleasured, we both of us have to climax?
Okay, personally, I get upset if you nut and you fucking fall asleep. That's especially if I did a nut, you don't fall asleep. I don't care if you don't have energy. Find it.
Mm-hmm.
You need to have energy, because that's a woman gets super, I can't say every woman, but some women are okay if a man climaxes or has, nuts all over, whatever, and they didn't get a nut. I get really upset, because the whole point of sex is to satisfy each other.
Right.
If one partner is satisfied and the other one is not, then that's a big issue. So it is important to reach climax. It is important to know how to satisfy that person. Like, women might give you a pass maybe once or twice, but by the third time you need to know exactly what she likes.
Right. That's true. That's true. I don't know. I guess, but all right. So then my final question would be, on an important scale, where would sex rank in a relationship? Like, where is it on the priority list in a relationship? Marriage or just dating? Where is sex on that list?
I think it comes down on the individuals. You have to prioritize. Is sex something that is super important, or is not? Because your goals and things change. So if your goal is to focus on, let's say building or acquiring assets, sex might not be a priority until you have acquired all these things that you need.
Right, but then again, it's like, okay, but it's like us going for a ride in a car. You want to enjoy the journey. You just don't want to get to the finish line. Some people want to enjoy that journey. So if we're building together, we can't just be focus, but then there's no enjoyment in between. And I feel that, to me, that's where people get a little bit disconnected.
Mm-hmm. Is when they don't know their partner. You have to know what your partner needs.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. So in that sense, what I'm saying is, if we are saying, yo, we're about to build this company together, and we know it's gonna take X amount of sacrifice. But between that X amount of sacrifice, we also have to make sure that we keep that intimate part of our relationship, because I feel that also could be detrimental to your relationship if your main focus is just to get to that point, but then you lose focus of the in between, of the everyday, making sure you guys feel good about each other, making sure that you actually want to continue to be with each other. I mean, I get it. In a relationship, you want to build a foundation, but for me, in order to build a foundation, there have to be layers.
There has to be layers, but you have to prioritize the layers. So you have to see which layer is sex. You have to prioritize it, because the same way you could be at work and you working. Let's say it's a lot of labor, and you're working a lot, and your body is drained, your body's tired. You walk in. She might be ready to go waiting on your ass, because she in bed like, yeah, I'm gonna get some dick tonight, but you dead ass tired. Some men, yes, they will either lay there and take it, and there's some that will be like, nah, I'm tired. And if he says no, he's tired, are you gonna be upset, or you gotta understand that his priorities was to make sure that he brought home, that he went to work so them bills are paid.
Right.
So,
but as a woman, how would you then take that if it's one of those things? Okay, it happened on Monday. He came in, he was tired. You're like, all right, I get it. Then it happened again on Tuesday. Then the same thing on Wednesday, and then Thursday. At what point do you feel it's like?
Like after a while, you have to take it. Like after a while, I don't condone rape, but I'm just saying, after a while, you just have to take it. Like you just have to take it, because he has to also understand you can't always come in and be tired, because that woman has needs, and vice versa. That's what you have to prioritize. Sometimes people schedule sex, which I feel like is, to take the fun out of it.
Yeah, I'm always about just being spontaneous.
Yeah, you have to be spontaneous, but you have to understand that it's priorities. Like, what is your main focus right now at this moment that you will want, to focus as a team? And if sex is something that if you say, okay, I want you to only focus on sex, honey, and I'm going to focus on the finances, then that's fine. So she knows that when you come home, you take a shower, you either expect a blowjob or you whatever, and you taking care of her, and she could do whatever extra activities or whatever that she wants to do, as long as, she makes sure that she's taking care of your needs. And there's some women that are okay with that. There's some that are absolutely not okay with that. But one woman or one man, there's no such thing as a superman, and there's no such thing as a superwoman. It's just, it's a lot for anyone. So there has to be a balance between two people when you're in a relationship.
This was entertaining. I appreciate it. Well, I appreciate you for coming through, hopping on my pod and my YouTube. They won't see your face, but they'll hear your voice.
Oh, they will hear me. What up, YouTube?
So go ahead and represent yourself. Let them know who you are.
What up, YouTube and podcast fam? You can definitely check me out. My YouTube channel is Whatever I Want To. That's the number 2. Say podcast. And you can find that on Instagram, on YouTube. My YouTube, you can only right now see the fitness portion of my podcast, but I'm going to bring so much more. And stay with Yaad Vibez. He's gonna do amazing things. Merch is coming, right?
Your merch are coming. That come.
Thank you again. Thank you again. Love you guys. Take care. Stay blessed. And 2020 is almost over.
You don't know. Stay blessed. Never stress.